Welcome to the storagetrunks.co.uk Super GT300 online championship. This is Carsten talking. We are at race 2 at Silverstone in the early morning. Let's see the grid. Agro took pole. In second position Carsten, his best qualifying ever. Third Skeng, then Chris, Filipino, L. Logic Line, Flanked, Pubes, Wicker Racing, Snake, and closing the grid Carl, that didn't participate in qualifying session, so starts in last position. We are watching formation lap. After the last turn it's go, go, go. This is Carsten as seen by Agro's car. Let's see if he'll manage to take his position. Car's really close, and Agro suddenly accelerates and takes a little margin from Carsten. Everything is smooth behind. Let's see the following turns. Turn 1, Agro a little wide, no issues. Behind there's Skeng and Chris really close by. Seems there was no issues along the grid. As usual, well done, drivers. Carsten is one of the lightest drivers on the track thanks to his engine failure last race. He is racing at 1160 kilograms. The fastest one, L, is at 1300 kilograms. This makes quite a big difference, but not so much in the end in this race, for this beautiful sunny sky will fade and give up to heavy rain that will change completely the race. We are on board with Skeng, following Carsten really close, having a better line, drafting. Chris is starting to lose a little of time behind them. Then there's Hale and Filipino, I think, with the Hale that managed to pass him. We're approaching the last chicane. Agro is taking a little breath. Carsten slowing down a little. Skeng and Chris is closing in. We are now watching Hale and Philly, with Hale passing Philly beautifully with a clean pass, no problem at all. Behind them there was Flanked at this time. Good chance for Philly at turn 1, let's see. And Hale outbreaks him, surprisingly, given how much weight he has. Lap 3, Pubs and Vic. Pubs had not so good qualifying session, but his pace was constantly improving along the race, so he started getting up higher and higher in the standings. Here Vic was quite wide. Approaching the last chicane, Pubs goes for the inside, he goes a little wide. He has some issues opening throttle, swerving in front of Vic. Let's see if Vic will manage to take back his position. No. And lap 4, here Flanked going wide and dirtying his tires. Logic Line is really close. Tries to go to the inside. Flanked defends. A little wide again. Defending as we can and going really wide there and going out, and see all other drivers overtaking him. Right now he is in last position, even behind Snake that didn't have such a great race this week. Here's lap 4, Karsten, Agro and Skeng in first position. Agro. They've been battling and closing in to each other for many laps. Here Karsten going a little too wide from the apex of turn 1. Let's see if this Skeng managed to attack him. It doesn't seem so. Karsten a little too much on curb there. And going a little wide and touching grass, and Skeng passes him easily. Great move from Skeng, really cool, and took his position. And here we have Pubs going on with his overtakes, passing logic. A great start of race for Pubs. Well done. Again Pubs, this time against Pedro. Here taking advantage of draft and a lighter car while the clouds starts together. Let's see, it's really close by. Pedro has to start taking some more defensive line. Here it seems the right place for a pass at the end of this stride. Let's see. Pedro goes smartly to cover the inside. It seems that Pubs will have a faster out of the turn, approaching the last chicane. Extremely close, no chances for Pubs so far. Quite wide here, Pedro. Let's see the red car from Zini if he'll manage to pass at turn 1. Really close. Not much space here. Pubs tries to go to the inside. Hell closes the door shut. Here crossing lines. Quite a beautiful battle. And here with all draft, I think that is the right time for Pubs to take another position. And yes, he takes the inside and comfortably advances in the standings. On lap 14 we have Philly and Hell fighting. In front of them there's Pubs. Philly going a little wide but managing to keep his position. Let's see if Hell will try to strike back. Going a little wide and losing contact to Philly. It's lap 15. Karsten, Skeng and Agro are fighting. Karsten is in first position here, followed by Skeng and then Agro. Karsten had a different strategy that had a slightly earlier pit and then completely full of fuel for a long stint trying to slow down his opponents. As you see, it's starting to lightly rain. They're approaching the last turn before the final chicane. Skeng is really aggressive, goes for the inside. Karsten leaves enough space for him. There's Agro that had a way better out of both. Karsten in between the both cars. Agro going wide, overtaking Skeng, and Karsten overtaking Agro. Incredible. Wow. I want to see this again. And this is the replay on board with Agro. This was a sensational battle. Too bad we won't see other battle like this, since rain in a few minutes will start to pour down and completely ruin race for Karsten and other drivers. Well, there's not much to say, but at least we got this small little hint of what could have been. Wow, I was sure that Agro would strike out Skeng, damage his car and allow Karsten to fly away. Instead he managed to turn and even take a position. Incredible. Let's fast forward. The track was already a lake, and here we have Agro taking first position from Skeng. Skeng went just a little wide and couldn't open throttle soon enough. It's lap 34. So far Karsten had a perfect race, no mistakes, nothing. But from now on the track was too much for him, probably his setup or whatever, who knows, but this rain ruined this race and had him somehow lose all his positions from 3rd up to 6th position. Can't be happy about that. ERC going really slowly, and still even so slow with almost completely closed throttle, taking really soft lines, shot shifting, being careful, and still losing car and likely tapping guardrail. No damages, but actually no damages to the car, but to the race indeed. And here is Chris taking a well-deserved 3rd place. I think he didn't expect that at the start of the race, but I think he can be proud of his 3rd position. And here on lap 39 Karsten is 4th. Behind him there's Pedro that made the best out of rain. Here Karsten again going really slowly, not even trying to fight, and still going so slow and completely losing it. So suddenly, well, needless to say, lost position to Pedro and Logic Line, ended in 6th. Here we have last lap with Agro that comfortably won. And this is their final standings. Agro won in front of Skeng, Chris closes the podium, then Pedro, Logic Line, Karsten, Pubes that had a great race, then Filipino, Carl, he had a good race too, recovering some position, then Vickers, Snake, and in last position Flank that parked when rain became too much. This is all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next one.